Democrats and the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
It might be too late. The View has been hemorrhaging credibility for years, but this lawsuit could be the final nail in the coffin. Reports suggest that high-level executives are now reconsidering whether The View is even worth keeping on the air. With multiple lawsuits piling up and their hosts constantly embroiled in controversy, ABC is reportedly weighing whether it's time to pull the plug before the damage becomes irreversible. Behind the scenes, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin are allegedly begging Karoline Leavitt to back down. According to insiders, the hosts have been in damage control mode, reaching out to mutual contacts and even legal advisors to see if there's a way to settle the lawsuit quietly before it goes to court. But Karoline is not backing down. Instead, she's doubling down, making it clear that this isn't just about her. It's about holding mainstream media accountable for their decades of bias and smear tactics. When asked about the lawsuit in a recent interview,
well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Well, not anymore. This statement sent shockwaves through both political and media circles. Even some of The View's usual defenders in liberal media are finding it hard to justify their latest meltdown. It's not looking good. In the past year alone, advertisers have pulled out after multiple controversies. Ratings have dropped as more viewers call out the show's clear political bias. Previous lawsuits from other conservative figures have put The View under increased scrutiny. This lawsuit, however, is on another level entirely. Legal experts are saying that if Karoline wins this case, it could set a precedent that shakes the media industry to its core. A loss for The View wouldn't just be about paying damages. It could open the floodgates for other conservative figures to sue media outlets that have defamed them. The legal battle is just beginning. But one thing is certain: The View is in serious trouble. Will ABC finally decide it's time to cut their losses and cancel the show? Will Joy Behar?
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Conservatives forever. Let's hear from you. Should The View be canceled? Do you think Karoline Leavitt will win her lawsuit? Will ABC fire Whoopi Goldberg or Joy Behar next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
What started as another reckless smear campaign against a conservative figure has now backfired spectacularly, turning into a legal nightmare that could end the show for good. Behind the scenes, the once smug and untouchable hosts of The View are reportedly pleading with Karoline Leavitt to settle the case privately. Yes, you heard that right. Joy Behar, who openly mocked Karoline on live television, is now desperately trying to save herself. Whoopi Goldberg has allegedly tried to reach out through mutual contacts, hoping for a private sit-down to clear the air. Sunny Hostin is reportedly panicking, with legal experts suggesting she could be personally on the hook for millions in debt.
Yeah, I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason, because black people couldn't get into colleges. because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women.
Yeah.
See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
Remarks. Joy Behar has had constant scandals. Show's credibility has plummeted, with millions of viewers calling it nothing more than a left-wing propaganda machine. ABC has already debated canceling the show, and this lawsuit might be the final nail in the coffin. Think about it. If The View's own hosts are begging for lawsuits to be dropped, that tells you everything you need to know. The show is in shambles. The network is in chaos. Karoline Leavitt is winning. Should The View be held accountable for their reckless attacks? This finally, the Karoline didn't hold back. For too long, conservative voices have been attacked, belittled, and silenced by the media. The View thinks they can say whatever they want without consequences on notifications, so you don't miss the next major update on this explosive scandal.
And disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world. You know, we have seen cultural Marxism trickling its way through every institution in this country. The public school system, the higher education university system, Hollywood, big tech, the corrupt mainstream media that I fought against in President Trump's White House are indoctrinating my generation of Americans into hating our country, hating one another based on race and gender and sex and all of this other BS, quite frankly.
Whoopi Goldberg and Sunny Hostin be forced to apologize publicly.
Pulling out, but by now it's too late.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
And
damages. The very people who spent years mocking, belittling, and silencing conservatives are now begging behind the scenes to avoid financial ruin. Oh, how the tables have turned. But here's the thing. Karoline isn't backing down. She knows this isn't just about her. This lawsuit is about holding the media accountable for years of reckless attacks, smears, and lies. And her supporters, they absolutely love it.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
ABC executives are in full-on crisis mode. Insiders say the network is panicking over how bad this lawsuit could get. Some major sponsors are reportedly nervous about the lawsuit, with a few even considering pulling ads from The View altogether. If that happens, the show could be in serious financial jeopardy. And let's be honest, The View has been skating on thin ice for years. Whoopi Goldberg was previously suspended for controversial. It's official. The View is in full-blown panic mode. What started as another reckless smear, Karoline Leavitt is doing what everyone wishes they could, making The View pay for their lies.